here. We out here. L A L A L A. You can find me in LA. Clap. 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 You can find me in LA. Welcome to LA, my city, we winning. I'm getting high as the ceiling. Tall boys, they be the illest. I got bees in the trap, and
that song about LA was terrible. Ooh, 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 bye, goodbye. Yep, gone, bye. I got a ban in! Yeah, no, that was. There's no second chance when no. So we're on Penberlan Deluxe, and I literally just finished downloading this map because I'm terrible. I am a terrible human being. So mods I've decided to put in. I'm just gonna go through them real quick. A buttload of tractors for some reason. I don't know why I chose so many tractors. But I did. No front loadery stuff. No trucks. No modded harvesters for once. No modded foragers. I've gone for minimal mods if you haven't noticed. No modded potatoes stuff. No modded beet stuff. A modded tipper, the Hodgep. Which, I'm going to call it Hodgep even if it's wrong because I love saying Hodgep. And I find that funny. No modded plows or anything. I do have the Coon pack in, but I've got minimal mods. That's what I'm trying to point out here. I do have the beautiful T6 Blue Power. Oh, the C6 Blue Power. Forgot to remove Insanity. Thank you for that. There we go. Gone. And I've got a Fent 916 because Mr. DustyDave does love his Fents. And have I got the in-game sound turned way down? No, this Fent is just insanely quiet. Hello, Austin. Millennium, Spudman, and Darth, hello. Smamular to Gurming. This is a cool little trick that I can do and I'll show it off later. Have I've come out of the shop, first time, the correct way. There seems to be a funky frame rate problem going on here. Also, the tractor cares not for your speed bumps. The wheels are just going either side. That one I cared about. So what I need to do first is obviously get the machinery over to the yard. Which isn't in the same place as always. It is in the same place as always. Something I should have checked. How am I today? I'm doing good. Told you guys we'd try out Penberlan Deluxe today, so we're trying out Penberlan Deluxe today. If you're wondering why I don't have the actual map logo in the thumbnail, despite the fact that I made it, it's because I never saved the damn file. Tambre Boitu, that's horribly mispronounced probably, but thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave map. Yeah, Madhouse, hope you enjoy your stay. Do I play Ballincraig? No. I like having eyes, and I'd rather not claw them out with a rusty spork. So I think we're gonna set up to harvest that field there first, field 9. But before we do that, we're gonna need, if we don't have one already. Oh look, we don't have one. We're gonna need a baler, and for that we need to go to baling technology. I forgot to put a baler in that actually will work, didn't I? Let's get the... I don't use this baler much. We'll get the New Holland. I need to run a quick check to see if this tractor can actually power the baler first, though. In reality, T6 would be able to, but just need to be sure. Yep. Testing a few mods for Shamrock? No. I have my Shamrock mods pre-selected, and none of them, I've intentionally done this, none of the mods that I'm using on Shamrock are in this save game. Actually, no, I lie, I tell a lie, one of them is. I did see that Shy figured out how to add the E1000s to her wrapper. I'm in no way surprised. How am I today? I'm doing good today. I've had a cup of coffee, I've had a burger for breakfast. So I'm in a good mood. I'm not going to be handed random McDonald's today, unfortunately. So that's kind of a downside. And I'm most likely not going to get £200 worth of super chats, which I really don't know if that's a downside or something that'll help my sanity. I forgot to do this. And now save the game, good. What more do I have to begin with? Hollinger Novicat. Did I add a Matamore in? No, but Coonmore is still better, so we'll go with that. Yeah, the Coonmore is just plain better. Because I started with new machines in the store, you thought I was in Shamrock. No. Shamrock is all set up. I have no machinery at the store on Shamrock. Everything's put away in the yard. As for Shamrock updates, there is no update. That's all I can really say about Shamrock is there's no update to give you. Hello, Ethan. Oh, wish I could turn this on when it was behind and just swing it around and murder civilians, but probably a good idea, but I can't. What combine will I use? Dusty starts you off with the in-game case. I forgot to turn on glance. Stupid Dave. How am I? What map is this? I'm good, and this is Penberlan Deluxe by DustyDave. Came out yesterday. And I did promise that I would play it today. This is the version off FSUK. I did have a pre-release version that I just never got around to looking at. More looks huge on this track. Yeah. New day's new map. Yeah. I promised that I'd do this today, so I figured why not. Oh, he's completely changed this yard. He's completely changed the cow yard, because this used to be a lot less tight. Oh, I've just remembered I don't have my my cheat conveyor anymore. Oh, I can't do the cow cheat thingy that I did before. That was wonderful. So let's grab the combine. Oh, it does have a header. Good. Slightly worried there for a second. Is Vader on Shamrock the New Holland? No. I'm really tempted to try and fit the combine through that little gap in the building there, but I know it won't fit. Will this be posted as a video? Yeah, I've been meaning to post the other streams as videos and I've just not got around to it. My favorite combine. I do actually like the case, the little case combine, believe it or not. It's tiny, but it's really nice. Is it class? All balers are class. I mean, they take big swaths of straw and turn them into little blocks of squares. That's really class, in my opinion. Come on, Spudman. You know you're not going to get a serious answer from me. You know trying to get Shamrock Valley spoilers isn't going to work. No, you mean the brand. Well, the brand I've chosen is class 2, yeah. Then again, all brands are. Look at the machinery they make. It's insane that it's even possible. Again, trying to get a straight answer out of me when I'm in the mindset of being trolly. It's not fair. All's fair. Can I fit this tractor through here? Hey! I need to move the header trailer. Completely realistic. I think it's Mikhail for Glengar. I think it's Mikhail everything from Glengar. You've seen wait, you've seen a tractor reversing down the road with a header trailer attached to the front of it before. Like, I know they use the front attachers to just kind of shunt things around in yards, but I don't exactly think that they're going to use it to pull it down the road backwards. So we're already harvesting. We're only, what, 13 minutes in. 20, 12, 13. Yes, I can numbers. A trailer attached to the front, spud planter at the back going down. That's not dangerous. Hello, Flaming Coco. So, last night I bought, something I probably shouldn't have, which is Ground Services X for, or GSX for Flight Sim. And I forgot a little feature that it has, that I was reminded of, when it happened. Which is, if you manage to park a plane perfectly, if you kind of get it into the parking spot perfectly using GSX, the marshal dude that you have in front of the plane, the other guy with the orange sticks that makes an X, he does the Macarena. Complete with music. And I completely forgot that happened until I parked up and he started dancing in front of me with the Macarena playing. I was very confused for a split second, then I remembered that was a thing. Hello, Cam. Massey Ferguson 5455. Awesome. Yeah, Jackie, I've got links block disabled just to prevent the porn bots. Because I know that they're still a thing, and I know that they will try it. Hey, Geraldine. Crazy Steve, hello. Drop nose the loader, very nice. I really like the Massey drop noses. I know there's a lot of people hate them because they look silly. I love them because they look silly. Yes, you did, Simulator Gaming. And it's not just one, there's millions of them, which is why, literally the reason I've got links disabled. You start school on Tuesday. Kinda sucks, but it's good at the same time, Cam. Really depends on how you want to look at it. It's good that you'll have something to do. Sucks that it's school. You like them because they're useful. All tractors are useful. What's my FPS like? Whoa! Okay. That shouldn't be happening. It's a mad FPS. Yeah, I'm wondering if it's... something in that yard. Let's go investigate. Now it's at 60. Odd. It's hardly a combination of the combine and something in the yard, is it? Must be. How odd. You're off work until Wednesday? Very cool. Start school on Tuesday as well. You pee for the first 2 lessons. What a way to come back, Foxtrot. Welcome back to school, now run! This map is a convert. I don't know if it's a convert. Let's get this thing 4-wheel drive because I'm gonna have issues otherwise. I don't know if Penberlan's a convert or not. It's one of the very few maps that has square fields that I actually like. Because I always have liked this map. And I'm fully aware that almost all the fields are square, but I don't know, it just kind of works pretty well. Pretty sure Penberlan was an FS15. It might have been. I don't know every map that's ever been released. You hate Sussex Farm? Yeah, that's... Ooh, that was an autosave. Hey, Witchy. The thing is that square fields can work on some maps. Penberlan, I think, is a good example, and Penberlan Deluxe as well, where the map is made to have square fields, and it's made to kind of detract from the fields. And then you get some maps that are made to be realistic, but they've got square fields, and the fields kind of detract from the map. You know, if a map's good enough, I shouldn't really care about what shape the fields are. And more importantly, I shouldn't notice. It actually took me a while to notice that this map only had square fields. Or the original Penberlan. Does Deluxe has square fields, okay. I'm not going horrifically wrong and saying something wrong there. Now the joy of that is you can use the hired workers. So despite the fact this is PC only, it would be a console friendly map, but Dusty didn't want it to go onto onto the mod hub. I think mainly because the mod hub seems to be a bit chaotic at the moment. We don't know if testing is even open right now. Obviously Shamrock's been sent to Giants, but there's been no real updates on it, so we don't know what the deal is there either. And it's just a case of waiting for news on Shamrock, basically, from Oxy or Direct Giants, or however we manage to get it, to figure out what to do. And for Oxy to figure out what to do. Because there is an argument, I think, for him to just upload it to FS UK and say, well, screw it, I want it out now. Here, have Shamrock. And I'm pretty sure that if testing closes, that's what it'll do. Yeah, Lizardan is out very sick, obviously being in hospital and whatnot, but which sucks, because the email that I'm kind of talking about that I need to send is actually to him, and there's no point in me sending it to him when he's sick in hospital, so I'm gonna hold off until I get word that he is back in action. Is it that bad? With Lizardan? Apparently so. He tweeted there, was it yesterday, that he's in hospital, and among other things. Props to Simulator Gaming, by the way, for sharing the pic in Discord and censoring it, because Lizardan isn't exactly PG. Let me just have a look at Yanis's dodgy farming pic. Oh my god, that's amazing. Also, that's not a potato planter, that's just a normal seeder. Yeah, it's just a normal seeder, Yanis. You have a bad memory, okay. He looks quite bad. Well, he looks a bit upset by the whole thing, which I can't really blame him. If I was in hospital, I'd be quite annoyed as well. As soon as we get this field done, what we're going to do is we're going to bale it up, we're going to load the bales, which I may have forgotten something. I may have forgotten something to load bales with. And onto. Forgot to buy bale trailer and a front loader. I think there is a front loader, but I think it's for something that I sold. So I'm gonna have to check that. I'm gonna have to check myself before I wreck myself. You can hear New Holland, you love that transmission noise. I do like the sound of New Hollands, I'll be honest. I need to get the sound off the Maxim to put onto the T6. Because the T6 is effectively a Maxim. Albeit that's a 4-cylinder T6. I don't know if the 4-cylinder would have the same sounds as a case Maxim. Or the same engine, I should say. I would imagine it would. Music's just not being nice today, is it? Random question. Purple chickens shoved into a blanket. Here's your random answer. There's a 5-cylinder case, Maxim. Pretty much the same. Yeah, I kind of thought as much. If you're enjoying, guys, please do hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, obviously. There's a case that was a New Holland. They use the same engine. Hello, Alexander Lewis. How are you doing today? So I don't know if, how many of you guys follow Formula 1. I follow it, I don't watch it because it's tediously dull. But their lap record, the Formula 1 overall all-time lap record got broken today. With the fastest lap in Formula 1 history. In terms of raw speed, 265 kilometers an hour average speed or something like that around Monza. Or 267. Which is stupidly fast. Spending some me time watching Dave. You are spending your me time wrong, dude. Magic hedges. In reality, you would probably bump the hedge. I mean, you try not to, but you probably would. Hello, NI. It was done by. I was trying not to say that in case people wanted to watch qualifying later. But yeah, Kimi got pole, which I was looking it up on the BBC website saying, oh god, I hope Vettel got pole, I hope Vettel got pole. And then I looked it up and it's Kimi because I forgot Kimi was driving. Just sudden Raikkonen out of nowhere. Hello, Yuso. I don't know Kaiga. I don't know anybody who does EDM. How am I? I'm good. How are you doing, Farming Man? By the way, we've not actually emptied this combine yet. This is still the first tank of wheat. Can't play Penberlan's got some glitch where your keyboard goes weird and unresponsive will keep on walking weird. That is a soft lock. That's a mod conflict. That's nothing to do with the map. Because I have that occasionally. That is, yes, straight up a soft lock. If you look in your log, you'll see a bunch of Lua errors. I can personally guarantee that whatever mod is causing those Lua errors is the one you need to get rid of. It's not the map. Going back to school on Monday. I mean, at least you have something to do every day, NI. Great map, this. It is a good map. I've always liked Penberlan. We can empty the combine now. I hope this works as a... Oh, I can show off the party trick this thing has. So this is a telescopic trailer. For some reason. It's for use as an overloader, but I just enjoy the fact that it's telescopic. Oh wow, you can raise it up so that it's too high for the the trigger. That's kind of impressive. You thought the party trick was the disappearing decals. What disappearing decals? It's Penberlan only on FSUK. It's on dodgy sites as well, no doubt, but the best place to get it is FSUK because you're guaranteed no viruses. Let us raise the grain to the skies. What's my favorite tractor? It's a Massey 135, but I rarely use it in Farm Sim because it's just completely useless in Farm Sim. Oh, can I? Okay, that's kind of cool. You've got to manually tip the trailer. I like that as an idea. People use them for filling potato planters. Yeah, they can be used for whatever. And don't forget, if you enjoy the map, I actually need to go do that right now. So just hang on a second. I'm gonna just rate Penberlan. Ratings and feedback. Can I give this 5 stars at all? How do you do the rating? I have downloaded it, FSUK. Okay, FSUK has decided I haven't downloaded the mod, that's fine. I can't rate it because it won't let me. What we're gonna do is we're gonna grab the belar and we're gonna make some bales. So I do want to get cows on this map. I actually love doing cows on this map. Rating is on the download screen. Ah, okay. Yeah, I'll have a word with some of the FSUK guys and see if they can't make the ratings a bit easier to find. We're just, I think I know why they've made the ratings so difficult to find. It's so they can't be abused. But baler looks a bit big. It's a normal sized baler. It's just on the back of a relatively small tractor. Hello, Predator Ginge. Take the FPS down now. Is this a 120? It's a 160, I want to say. Yeah, it's a T6 160. It's 4-cylinder the T6 Blue Power 160. The Blue Power does nothing, it just makes it nice. Just makes it look nicer, in my opinion. And I can't remember who made this mod, and I'm really annoyed because I want to give them a shout out and say download all of their mods. Because they made the T7s that I love so much as well. Finish some chicken, now you can properly chat. Very nice, Alvinas. I think I'm having steak for dinner today. All blue and shiny. Yeah, seriously, this is what Blue Power should look like. Can you get a TM155 mod? As far as I'm aware, there's no good TM155 mods out there. Emphasis on the word good. Matterbub, thank you. Matterbub made this. Download this. It's by Matterbub. It's on the mod hub. It's the T6 Tier 4A pack, I believe. There's a T7 Tier 4A pack as well. Give them both a download. Because they are absolutely stunning mods. If memory serves, this is a butt ton of IC as well. Oh no, it's just... thought it had IC. Why is my IC now on left alt? So it does have IC, it's just bound to a really weird button. Well, it doesn't have a ton of IC, but it's got enough that it makes sense. See, I like tractors that have IC that actually makes sense. What's Tier 4A about? I have no idea. Might be the specific model set? I guess? 11090 makes the IC goes to left alt. I mean, it's better than it being on space. I'd prefer it to be on right shift, though. Do I know where to get a what? A Muir Hill mod? No. I've never even heard of that before. Turn off the combine, don't make it suffer any longer. It's just warming up, don't worry. It's just keeping itself warm. Reminds you of something, probably. What has it reminded you of, Glengar? If it's, I'll leave a bit open here. If it's one of Jack's mods, he's already offered them to me and I said I'm fine with that. I don't want to be the guy that has private mods that are just impossible to get. I prefer to be the guy that has private mods that there's a public version at least out there somewhere. There's a 11090 with a proper feed skin on Alice Finn. Ooh, linky, linky, link. PM me link, PM me link, PM me link. That I am fine with. Tier 4A is emission standards. Ah, thank you, NM Farmer. What happened to Nesk? Is it dead? Yes. Trailer my screenshot, where did I get it? It's on the mod hub. It's on the mod hub. It came out a couple of weeks ago now. It's the HodGep trailer, or HodGep, or HodgeP. Have I tried any of the finished maps? No, I'll be honest, I haven't tried anything lately. This is... Like, I've been meaning to try Penberlan Deluxe for ages, and this is literally my first time on the map. I am really kind of focused on getting flights and stuff done, and just chilling out at night, and I actually need to stop doing that, because I need to get the flights and videos ready to go, because I'm planning on starting a new series on Friday, and I need those videos out before Friday. So I need to actually start releasing them tomorrow. So I need to sort the first one out at the very least tonight. And you'll get them daily then. Where do you get a side discharge muck spread from? There's a major muck out on the mod hub. There's an Abbey. I think it's on the mod hub. Where's CD's Abbey located at? The Abbey 2550. Is that on the mod hub or no? Because that's the one I prefer using because I'm an Abbey fanboy. But there's a major muck out as well that's very small, but you can find it. See these Abbeys on the mod hub. Yeah, there's an Abbey 20... I think it's a 2550. I have it activated, I think. I recognize this song. Yeah, 2550. That's on the mod hub. Where do I recognize this song from? Abby's on his Facebook page. That is the new manure spreader, the new slurry spreaders. This is the manure spreader I was talking about. There's also a Marshall on the mod. Oh, did they put the Marshall up as well? I did not know that. Basically, if on a mod, check the mod hub first. If it's not there, then like try elsewhere. You have a choice of Abbey Major and Marshall, and that's pretty much it, isn't it? There's not really a massive range of side discharge spreaders out there, unfortunately. Which sucks, because I almost prefer side discharge muck spreading. Yeah, I think the Marshall might be off FSUK or Autohoster. What happened to the wheel? I don't have it plugged in because I lost track of time before the stream and I was in a bit of a rush. So blunt answer is Dave lost track of time because he was watching YouTube videos and didn't realise that it was 10 to 5. And with the wheel taking a few minutes to set up properly and make sure that it's working and stuff like that, I just didn't have the time to get it set up today. So how many bales do we have there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Let's put the baler away. I'm gonna leave the combine there. What was I watching? I was watching a Hearts of Iron 4 Let's Play. For those of you that are kind of confused by what the hell Hearts of Iron is, it's a strategy game, and I'm an old school strategy gamer. So I like watching strategy game Let's Plays on YouTube. You quite often see me watching like Crusader Kings and stuff like that. So what I want to do as well, because we do need to kind of get everything done super fast, is I want to get some hay made. And I think this New Holland is the best suited to the mower. Actually, the fence is slightly larger. Let's use the Fent. Whee! New Holland can sit there. Fent. I think this might be the Fent that's in that's going to be in FS19 or something similar. So let's see. Field 12. How are we getting into Field 12? Well, it was Field 11 I was looking into. That's Field 12. Accessible through Field 13. How much is Field 13? Because I've always liked this field with the castle up there. 182,000. I like this field too much to not own it. See you, Joe. Not your cup of tea, but you can see why I like it. What, Hearts of Iron 4? Or strategy gaming in general? I like games that make me think. Which is actually kind of comical that I love. You always hear me saying, I love this game because I love doing this in this game because I don't need to think. If I'm like in one of those moods where I feel a bit restless, I'll play a game that makes me think so that I'll kind of ruin myself. And just break my brain. And if I'm feeling tired, I'll play something that doesn't really make me think too much, because that can help put me to sleep. Can I put the smallest tractor on the biggest trailer for the laugh? The biggest trailer I have is the header trailer, and the smallest tractor is already on it. Backwards. Plus we'll have that, we'll actually have that loading bales quite soon, so that could be even funnier. That could be, I think, the highlight of ridiculousness today is the little IHC loading bales. Because I've got a plan for that, as always. I've got a plan that is going to be silly. It is warm. One step ahead. I usually am. What day is Shamrock Valley returning? The day that we get news that it's in Giants testing actively, Yoshin. Because myself, Landy, Simulate, and Simulation for the Nation are all kind of eager to go. But we don't want to like get you guys burned out at Shamrock before it releases. That would be a worst case scenario for us. Because we want you guys to enjoy the map as well, so between the four of us and Daggerwin and OxygenDave, we've all kind of agreed that, well, Oxy said, and we've agreed with him. I don't know, I can't speak for Daggerwin on that one, but the rest of us have all agreed that, yeah, it's for the best that we don't do it until we know it's in Giants testing, so that you guys don't get burnt out of the map and you'll enjoy it that bit more. Any idea what the first fact sheet's going to be? I'm going to guess it's going to be a John Deere 8400R. Good idea. It's the best idea, frankly. Because number one, it saves you guys burning out. Number two, it saves us burning out. And number three, it lets you guys know, silently almost, that the map is in testing. Like, could you imagine if we'd all gone all out, like from that first stream? We'd have 3 weeks worth of videos and streams up, and I'd probably have gone Shamrock Valley only. Landy probably would have gone Shamrock Valley only. Simulation for the Nation probably would have gone Shamrock Valley only. Simulate probably would have gone Shamrock Valley only. Dagger1 would have focused on it quite heavily, and you guys would all be really annoyed that there's a buttload of videos out there but no map. So, it's a good decision for us and for you. You would have been tired of it. Yeah. There's a lot of people that would be. Especially seeing as the map's, you know, stuck in Giant's Purgatory right now. So, it's definitely a decision that is beneficial to the community at large. Would have been good for me, Landy, Simulation for the Nation, and Daggerwin, but we'd start seeing the downside of it about now, when people just stop watching. What's happened with Meadowgrove? Yeah. Well, James, the fact sheet of the 8400R is a kind of a no-brainer. It's the one that everybody... Well, I wholeheartedly disagree with you. Having played the map, I wholeheartedly disagree with you. Having played it, having cracked it open in GE, having had a look into the detailed work of it, I'll be honest, it's probably the best farm sim map that's ever been made. Oh no! Jack, thank you for the £20. That is insanely generous. Oh, you realise that's like £200 that you've thrown my way in the last 24 hours, right? Marshall's on Mod Hoster. I thought it was on Mod Hoster. Is there more from the Coon Packy? Yes, it is. It's a mower I don't use much because I don't like how it lays down the grass flat like that, but I do actually like it as a kind of a size-wise kind of thing. If you don't want to get the Coon Pack, there is a class more that is slightly larger than this on the mod hub, and it does something similar. It looks a bit wonkier, unfortunately, but it does lay the grass down flat as well. And super good for doing hay. It looks legit for doing hay. The class more was meant. I do like it. I do. I don't have it on this map. I don't have it on Shamrock, I don't think. But I do. No, I don't have it on Shamrock. Cause yeah. I was just thinking about what mowers I have on Shamrock. Mowers multiple. Hey, Septic Khajiit. I'm not Mark. First fact sheet has gotten harvester 100%. Something that I noticed throughout Gamescom and the all the footage that came out of Gamescom is we've not seen the cotton bales yet, and that's kind of odd. That they've shown the cotton harvester a ton of times, but they've not shown off the bales, which means they're hiding something, which means the bales are going to be cool. Either they're going to be cool or they're not quite working correctly yet. Shamrock Valley will only be multiplayer. That's a terrible idea! Shamrock Valley is a map kind of aimed at single player. I wouldn't touch Shamrock Valley multiplayer. Even if I liked multiplayer, I wouldn't, because it just... the map's too tight for that. Who do I think will win the All-Irelands? I don't know. I don't care. Wish you could cut grass and it didn't turn into hay instantly. Yeah, but it's probably the best way to do it. Like I keep saying, Farm Sim is a Simcade game, and Magic Insta Hay is probably the best way that they could do it. You're just looking at first looks. Honestly, Walshy, like, and I mean this in the best possible way, you can't really judge the map until you've looked at it yourself. Don't judge it by first looks. The first looks are basically just, hey, have a look at these things that we like. And we all did the same thing with the first looks. I know I did mine slightly differently because I was looking at it from an Irish perspective. But all the first looks were basically, here are the things we really like about the map. You might like completely different things to what we do. So you might not have seen the things that you're going to like the most. And Oxy has changed a few things since those first looks even. For example, there was a bit of criticism about the silage pit in the main yard, that was too big, and that a double pit would be much better. He's changed it to a double pit. The train has been changed as well. It now puffs out a huge plume of steam instead of the pathetic little puff it did before. 16 players on Shamrock is just asking for trouble. 16 players on any map is just asking for trouble, but Shamrock particularly. Hey, Adam. Rengar's got Chinese. Very nice, very nice, very nice. We found out recently that the Thai restaurant we go to, that I absolutely love, and I will take any excuse to go there. And I'm considering cancelling tomorrow's stream because I've been asked if I want to go out for dinner, and I'm kind of half considering yes. Saying yes to that because I know going out for dinner means, do you want to go to the Thai, Dave? So I'll make a call tomorrow. I'll make a decision tomorrow, and that castle looks 2D until you get right up to it. That's amazing. The angle is just perfect. Or I'll make a decision later at the very least. You would? Yeah, it's a tempting prospect, isn't it? I don't know, by the way. I don't know if Lanny's going to be streaming tonight, by the way. Obviously, with it being a weekend, it's 50-50. Deluxe edition. I'm proud of how that looks, I'll be honest. For those of you that don't know, the Penberlan Deluxe logo on the map itself on FSUK, I made that. So I'm kind of proud of how nice it looks. Didn't keep any of the files that I used to make it, but I made it. But it's still got that funky issue where it's showing up like a random crop over there. Hey, Dusty. I'm gonna be honest, this mower probably fits this field perfectly. Oh, it's still got that weird issue. Is that genuinely like magically created grain, or is that just a weird texture glitch? Hey Dusty, remember that issue? That's still a thing. No, it's grain. What logo? The Penberlan Deluxe logo. Like where it says on the thumbnail on FSUK Penberlan Deluxe. That's my entire input on the map. Goes halfway across the field. Yeah, that was a problem in Penberlan V1. I don't know if it's something Dusty did or just something the game's decided it wants to do now. But that's been a thing the entire time in Penberlan. So much of an old map now. This will be the last time it's in FS. Probably for the best, unless you want to completely rebuild it from scratch and completely remaster it. It's probably for the best that it does leave Farm Sim at the end of this. Also, hey, it's FDN if I didn't say hello to you already. Ooh, there's some canola there as well. This is your first ever proper release of a map? Ah! Dengar was correct then. To be fair, for a first map, it's not atrocious. It's very easy to see how far you've come since Penberlan. Like looking at Dusty Cove, and I'm not gonna look at Valley View. I'm just not counting as existing anymore. Looking at Dusty Cove, which is your previous map, Valley View no longer exists. You've come a long way. Even between this and Ventonman back in 15, you came a hell of a long way as a mapper. Is this map out? Yeah, it released yesterday. I said it should have gold writing. Yes, which is why I made the Deluxe gold. And why the thumbnail has the same font as the Deluxe. And it's also gold. Oh my god. Oh dear, I forgot this was a thing. Where? It's on FSUK! Thinking about buying FS15 next time it's on sale on Steam. Evan Tonman was one of my... It's my favourite series that I've done. That much I'm sure of, because I had so much fun just messing about with all the different characters. And creating them, mainly, because that's where all of my characters were born. I think they might return home in FS19 if you do get Penberlan or Ventonman back out, Dave. I think I may do a sequel series. And Little Town. Little Town, I'll be honest, was a bit of a hot mess of a map. There was so many little niggly issues that I managed to find with that map that it kind of annoyed me at times. Please do. I do like plan on bringing all the characters back at some point. Just not Shamrock Valley. No, I've got plans for Shamrock Valley. It'll probably be FS19 when I bring them all back together. What happened to Valley View? It was terrible. Valley View was just terrible by Dusty standards, and it wasn't him. Like, myself and Landy had a long conversation about it on TeamSpeak one night, and we just came to the conclusion that something wasn't right with Dusty when he was making Valley View, and for one reason or another, it wasn't him. Because we know he can work in a hurry with after Dusty Cove. We know that he's good after Ventonwin, and Valley View was just a bit of a hot mess. The Cobra revisit off-camera work streams, yeah. That Ventonwin series I loved. That was so much fun to do. It was difficult because those videos took like 2 hours a piece to record, if not more. I think there was one video that took 6 hours of just being sat here recording for Ventonwin. Do you know, I may bring them back on Bessie Beneath just for the fun of it. By far his worst map. Yeah, I'm willing to agree with you there, Ethan. And you know, everybody's gonna have a map that is just flat out bad. Whether it's their first map or their 63rd map or whatever, there's gonna be one that's just not them, because I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised, Dave. I'm kind of surprised you decided to put this on FSUK, and then I forgot this was a thing. This would be a failure for Giants. Challengton, Cobra V1 for FS17. Yeah, everybody's gonna have a fail map. And it's the kind of map where I think mappers should look at it and say, okay, what went wrong when I was making this? What is this noise? Why is it so loud? Teen it off. Okay, you guys want a different song? I'm just gonna boost the volume up again. That was down. There we go, new song. Why is everyone having food? Because it's like 6 o'clock. It's dinner time in Ireland and the UK. I'll be having steak probably not long after the stream ends. Hey, Tazine. Long time no see, dude. It's going good. How's it going with you, dude? Dusty Cove was so damn good, it's a shame that it didn't place. Seems quite those numbers. Lurkers! Hello, lurkers. Speak up if you want to. Don't be afraid. You're eating Apache pizza. Happy days. 3:12 in the morning. Yeah, that's kind of why it's been a while, because time zones don't really agree with each other, do they? No siren? Chat's moving. As long as chat's moving, there's no siren. Also, it's not a siren, it's the MLG horn that I just press a million times. Plus, I'm kind of enjoying mowing, and the MLG horn would ruin my enjoyment of mowing. Yeah, the yards on Dusty Cove are kind of perfect to be... Actually, that map in general is just a good map that you could convert up as a tester. What's Apache Pizza? Happy days. It's a pizza company. It's like Domino's or the other pizza group. I can't remember the name of. It's a franchise, isn't it? Hello, Dragon Skies, by the way. You're too old to know that. To know, what, the Apache Pizza Happy Days thing that they do? It's Papa John's, that's another one. Wasn't the one I was thinking of, but it's another one. Don't think Apache is in the UK, no. It's Domino's and Pizza Hut, I think, are the big ones in the UK. No MPG horn. Now, we're not using enough fuel to use the miles per gallon horn, I'm afraid. We're fuel efficient today. I still think there's another one that I can't remember. Whoa! I have my finger on the A button a bit too much. Why don't we have Domino's? You got Burger King and Taco Bell. There's no Taco Bells here, so I mean you're ahead of us on that point. The music is so loud today. Oh my god! There we go. Just knock it down more. Little Caesars. There might be Little Caesars I'm thinking of. I need to go through my Snapchat after the stream because I got like 100 snaps on it and I've not looked in like a week. Only the one in Finland? I don't know if there's any in Ireland. It's down to the cultivator density. Why is it down to the cultivator density? Why no wheel? Why not? Also, I was in a rush to get started today because I lost track of time because I was watching YouTube videos. And kind of caught that I was supposed to be streaming at 10 to. So, or 10 to 5, so I kind of had to rush, prepare, and get the map downloaded and all that kind of stuff. So I did start late, and that's why there was no wheel. Yes, Yuso is Finnish farmer. Or was Finnish farmer. He is no longer Finnish, he's actually Swedish now. Hello, Fimi Fimi. Watch as Yuso explodes after I call him Swedish. Yuso, would you prefer to be Norwegian? Once you plow or cultivate, it stops and disappears. Oh, I'll plow that. I'll cultivate that area then. Not a big a deal. I'm assuming, of course, that I have a cultivator. This is probably a bad assumption to make. We have a tether, don't we? Oh god, no, not that windrower. Not that tether either, actually. Too small. Get the Lily Lotus. And we'll get... you guys know what windrower I'm getting. The obligatory crone. Aaron donated €5.58 saying you're making me hungry. Well, you could have spent that €5.58 on some food, but thank you very much for the donation. Jag inte svenskar. How badly did I mispronounce that? I do like the new old yard. I didn't know you done that. And yeah, that was a pleasant surprise. I think it looks a lot nicer than it used to. What do I recommend for a new roleplay channel? What do I recommend you do? Stay in character. And like, to get good characters, keep them simple. A good character is in essence one-dimensional, but you make them two-dimensional by just giving them feelings. Like, a good character will have, like, or an easy one, not necessarily a good one, but an easy one to roleplay will have kind of a defining factor on how they behave and a defining factor on what their storyline is. But they'll be in essence just driven by those two things. They're taking forever testing Shamrock. It's not even in the testing queue. It's not even in testing yet or on. It's still in the queue to be tested. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make one field silage, and it's probably going to be field 12. And field 13 I'm going to magically convert into hay. This rake on the back of the fence looks about right, actually. And I figured, Dusty, that I'd kind of give you a bit of fan service and get a nice little fent in on the map. If they test it. Yeah, we're not 100% sure if testing is open at the moment. Hello, Tino! You on this map right now? It's a good map. Normally I hate maps that have square fields, and I've been very open with that in the past, but I don't know, Penberlan's just one of those weird exceptions that I actually quite enjoy it. Kind of ignore the fact that the fields are effectively just squares. Which is a convenient thing to ignore, but it's easily done. Where's this set? England somewhere? I don't know where exactly. It's fictional, that's kind of the main thing. Oh, I've made a hay into that corner. And that one. I'm doing good at corners today, it seems. You can on this map. You can what? Ignore the fields are square? Yeah. Learning GE. Oh, the memories of learning GE. That is... It's as hard to learn as Blender is in my eyes. Because with Blender, at least there's tutorials on the absolute, you know, for idiots basics. For GE, there's really nothing at the moment. And I hope somebody, or Giants, or somebody comes out with some Blender for idiots tutorials. Or not Blender, but GE for idiots tutorials. It just kind of teaches you how to move things. Cornwall. Ah, okay. Is GE out for 19? No, but I've heard it won't. I've heard it won't be out until like November. I've heard it won't release until day of release, which is, I think, a really dumb idea. I've heard the reasoning behind it, and I still disagree. Hey, Dele. Cool stream. Thank you very much. I've heard some logic behind why it won't be out until release day, but it's like, you do that, you've got everybody waiting for mods for 6 months. You've been a tutor? Yeah, learning G is just... oh my god. And there's so many questions that when you're learning are the best questions in the world, but when you know G, they're the dumbest questions in the world. That's just a pain. I really wish there was somebody on YouTube. I say this, I could do it myself. I just don't want to, because I don't want to be the guy that everybody goes to asking GE questions. What do I prefer, water-cooled or air-cooled PC? Water-cooled. Liquid-cooled is just better. Just straight up better. Because you can push it that bit farther. Air-cooled, you're reliant on fans circulating the air. Water-cooled, you're reliant on the inherent thermal conductivity of water, which is, or a thermally conductive liquid, which is inherently more than air. Bit of science there for you. Like, as silly as it might sound, air is terrible at actually taking heat. Water is amazing at it. That's why you go to the seaside on a hot day, like the air is really, really hot, but then you get in the water, it's lovely and cool and cold, and kind of uncomfortably cold at first. But that's because the water doesn't take the heat as well. It'll just soak it up and dissipate it into the air. Air coolers, if you've got enough ventilation, can be just as good as water coolers. Eat McDonald's while watching the stream. That was only because I got handed McDonald's at the start of the stream yesterday. I was like, I'm not finishing this just because I got food. FS19 is out for demo. No, it's not. FS19 was demoed at Gamescom, and that's literally it. There are some people that got sent a video file by an unnamed person or group, and that's how Dagwin, the squad, and people like that got the Gamescom footage, but there is no demo out for FS19 as of yet. I wish there was, because if there was, I'd probably play the crap out of it. But, as things stand, FS19 isn't ready at all for public consumption. The Gamescom demo was, by necessity, very limited. And it was, in effect, a bug test. It was a giant ass bug test in public. I wonder if I could run the baler off this. This exam is on... Do you mean for pre-order? Because there's a big difference between pre-order and demo. Pre-order is you buy the game now and you get it when it releases. Demo is you play a very limited version of the game now and you don't get it until it releases. There we go. This tether I love because it's small enough that it's small, but it's big enough that it's big. You having a mental breakdown because you don't have a PC? You saw, to be quite honest, for most people water cooling's fine. That's it, water cooling, air cooling. Air cooling is fine for 90% of people. It's just water cooling is, for most people, slightly better for people who push their PCs to the limit and push what can be done with the PC. Yeah, there's a big difference. Your PC is broke. Didn't you only get a PC recently, you saw? How is your PC broken? Welcome back, Septicajit, and hello, Gav8080. I think GD will break the new Ryzen 7. I doubt it. Graphics cards prove very hard to break. Hello, Hedgehog. How did you break your PC already? Did you like delete System32 or something? Are you that fool that deleted System32? T5 365 135 in-game JCB teleporter. There's loads like that around you. It's a fair decision to make, I think. 1050i, you gotta get a 1060. The 1050i would actually, or yeah, the 1050i would actually outperform the 1060. What you're looking at, Michael, is VRAM, and the 1050i has more VRAM than a 1060, so it would actually outperform it. Fun little fact there. Last time you deleted System32, your cat disappeared. Fit 11090, 14090, and 18090. Not a bad decision either, Glengar. Mine has secret vehicles. You'll find out when I finally get around to recording and releasing the first episode. I'll pick some stuff that I see. There's one that I just put in for myself, basically, because I like it. Don't care if I don't see it much, but I like it. Production of Lady Grass machinery has been ended in Europe soon. Somehow I doubt that. You stopped at 2 episodes recorded. I stopped at 0. I need to record episode 1 yet. Because I was, the day that I set aside to record it, I ended up setting up. Just exploded everyone. No, I didn't see that actually. What is SV? Shamrock Valley, Tino. Which is proving to be a very Marmite map already, despite the fact that it's not even out yet. Hey James, how you doing today, dude? Lely will be fed now. The sea Ericsson crash. Yeah, that's a bit of the DRS that needs to be fixed. That's not a failure mode the DRS should ever have. Hey, Dragon Skies! The clerk had same issue. Yeah, they need to look at DRS like yesterday. And Reno and FP3 today. No McDonald's today. No. I'm gonna be having steak later on though, which is gonna be delicious. I presume I'll be having steak. It might be a takeaway. I don't know. Plans might have changed. Yeah, DRS should not be failing open. If that were to be, if that were happening on a what's the texture change? There's a fun little bug with Penberlan. There's always been a thing where there's grain texture showing up there because of the cultivator density is a bit wonked, it seems. Apparently cultivating over this area and just reseeding it with grass will fix it, so I'm going to do that at some point probably. Sirloin? I don't know what kind of steak. I'm not the one that's going to be cooking it. I can't cook steak. Last time I tried I ended up making I ended up burning the outside and the inside was still completely raw, so I managed to make a well done. I managed to make a steak that was simultaneously very well done and rare. And I'm not entirely sure how I did that. Actually, it's not strong enough on skinny wing when under pressure to close. In which case, they shouldn't have DRS at Monza. Because that's just asking to kill somebody. In fact, the DRS should actually be designed so the actuator pulls it up. So that when the actuator fails, it'll snap down. Should not fail up. Should not fail open. It's supposed to be designed to have a closure failure, where it'll close and will not open again. It failed in the exact way that it shouldn't. So that's a major safety concern for Formula 1 right now. Welcome back, Footy! Sauna time! See you, Yusuf! Well, they could use DRS anywhere in practice and qualifying. I mean, that was stupid and dangerous in itself. But at least the drivers knew to not try and use it going through a corner like Eau Rouge or something. Do you imagine somebody trying Eau Rouge with the DRS flap open? Good lord. It's just asking for a driver death. Or even Curva Grande. Which, by the way, wasn't Monza supposed to have a new design this year? Next year the wing's going to be bigger. Yeah, because that's a good idea. You know, we're having problems because you know, the DRS is too powerful, and people are complaining about the DRS being too powerful. I know. Let's make it more powerful. How about let's reduce the reliance on aerodynamics, or on wing aerodynamics at least. What's the DRS for Blanchimont? See, Blanchimont's not as bad because there's not the elevation change that throws the car off balance. No funding, future Monza's at risk. Yeah, unfortunately, I can kind of understand why. I'm kind of surprised Ferrari doesn't just straight up buy Monza. Or Fiat, for that matter. kind of surprised that hasn't happened yet. And the German and Italian Japanese Grand Prix have been secured for next year, sponsored by Mercedes and Honda. So congratulations on Lewis Hamilton for his 2019 German Grand Prix victory. And congratulations to whoever drives for Red Bull next season on their sole victory, which was conveniently at the Honda sponsored race. Do Fiat own Ferrari? Yep. And New Holland as well. Fiat own Ferrari and New Holland, and obviously Fiat. I think they own Maserati. Wick Fuji and Suzuka same weekend in 2019. Is that confirmed or just your guess? Actually, there won't be a Wick Fuji next year. At least not as far as I'm aware. No, Fiat bought New Holland. Confirmed calendar yesterday. The WEC calendar. For the 1920 season, yes, of course. I forgot that they're moving to a winter season, aren't they? Hey, Henry, John Breen. I forgot WEC's moving to a winter season, where Le Mans is the end of the season. WEC's not happy at all. Well, that's what happens when you have a Toyota-sponsored race at the Toyota track, and then Formula 1 gets a Honda-sponsored race at the Honda track. You're going to end up with the two of them going head-to-head. But it's the same situation as Formula 1 constantly putting the Monaco Grand Prix the same weekend as the Indy 500. And quite regularly putting races the same weekend as Le Mans. It's the exact same situation. Formula 1 just does its own thing. And frankly, I'd watch WEC over Formula 1 any day of the week. Fiat are the parent company of Case New Holland. Yep. Both showpieces, exactly. The difference is the races aren't on at exactly the same time, so you can kind of watch both if you really want to. Even though I'd watch the Indy 500 before Monaco. What about Mikhail? I use OBS. Do you have to pay? Nope. OBS is free. I also have XSplit somewhere, but I haven't used that in months because it's a bit of a hot mess. It's very difficult to get stuff to work properly in XSplit. And that is a paid product. I have a lifetime license for it though, so I'm not too bothered by not using it and having a subscription still. I bought a lifetime subscription for like €50 at one point. So, not too upset by being subscribed to XSplit and not using it ever. What's my favorite farm sim mod? Seasons. That's good then, right? What? OBS? That it's free? Or that I have a lifetime subscription to XSplit that I never use? Yeah, I've got like a 200-year license, which I did mention it to XSplit, and they said that if it ever expires on me, that I can email them. So if they figure out the, how to make life permanent and just eternal life within the next 50 or 60 years or so, yeah, then I'll have XSplit forever. And XSplit will probably go out of business as a result of the people that have 200-year licenses. They're going to have to keep renewing on them because it's a lifetime license. I'm using Seasons on Shamrock. I will be, yes. That is the plan. Stan. Welcome back, Geraldine. Time is 1:45. I don't know if Landy's going to stream today. I'll be very, very honest with you guys. I kind of half expect he will. Saturdays he tends to be able to stream. It's Sundays that he doesn't be able to. But I do not know. Still no Shamrock. It's still not in testing, Eric. Once it's in Giants testing, you guys will know. Trust me. Should we expect Shamrock for middle to late September? I think so at this point. It's gonna be minimum 2 more weeks. I think is kind of the time frame we're looking at right now. It could be it could be faster if Oxley decides to get annoyed with Giants and just upload to FSUK and you know, go with FSUK, because then it'll be out probably within 20 minutes of him uploading it. If not, like a day. But, Giants testing hasn't been updated in ages. Lizardtan's in hospital at the moment, and he's the one that does the testing updates. So he's kind of got bigger priorities than updating a list on the forum. What's wrong with it? I don't know what exactly the problem is. I'm not exactly gonna email him and ask, or send him a message and ask. But what I do know is he had a fever and now he's in hospital. So that's that's all I know. We chance put Shamrock's top priority mods wise. I mean, it's already been through console testing in a way. Oh, that's just a texture glitch. That's not actually grain. That's really interesting, because you can't windrow grain if you didn't know this already. That's even more interesting that that's literally just a texture glitch. Either that or there's so little that it only shows up when there's a pile there. Yeah, literally all we know is that he had a fever and now he's in hospital. That's the entire story of what we know about Lizardtan. But obviously, hope he gets well soon. I think he's being sadly missed on the Giants Discord for sure. And probably in the office as well. His trolling and mayhem are probably being missed. Is that straw? No, it's magic grain. That's not actually straw. It's the grain texture, but it's hay. It's a funky, weird texture glitch that's happening. Which is just confusing me. So what I'll do real quick is just make an extra headland around this thingy, this castle. Because otherwise I'll run into it with a baler and not know what to do. And more importantly, I'll probably run into with the windrower as well and not know what to do. So I'll just put an extra little headland there. Kind of a secondary one here of sorts, because that's the longest line. Bet you can't keep... That's a bet nobody would ever make because I'm so easily confused. I get confused by what day of the week it is. Never mind stuff that happens during those days. How did I go live? I pressed the go live button. And my internet took pictures from my computer and put them on the internet in real time. Or very close to it. Is Lanny streaming? I have no idea. Magic! Well, any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. So if we were to say to somebody from the 1800s that you can talk to people around the world in real time and see them in real time, they would call you probably a sorcerer and burn you at the stake. No. They just wouldn't understand. The further back in time you go, the more magical they think the internet actually is. If you told somebody from the 1800s that this little box holds all of human knowledge, it's just a phone. But when you think about it, a smartphone does hold all of human knowledge because you can access the internet. Did I see Ericsson's crash? Yeah, that was not fun to watch. See ya, Anna. I don't know why I'm yawning all of a sudden, but I am. Oh, I can put the windrower in there. Oh, that's the size bit there, okay. Just had to have a quick look for the silage bit, because I'm gonna want to make pit silage on this map. When was the crash? It was in, was it Free Practice 2? Started using Gearbox yesterday, Tino? Blash will be happy. Blash! Tino's using Gearbox! I don't know if Blash is even here. It's quite hard. See, I don't like it because I don't want to rebind half my controls. I get why it's there, I enjoy the idea behind it, I just don't like the mod itself. Why am I yawning? Is the guy that recreates Ape of F1 crashes in F1 2018? Wow, it's good. Why would you even do that? So let's get some hay made. There should be enough hay to see us through for a while. Hey Graham, how you doing today, dude? Guys, let me know, number one, if Landy's going live, and number two, when he goes live, if he does. Because if he doesn't, I'm just going to finish up. I'm just going to finish up at 7 o'clock. If he does, then I'll finish up when he goes live. So this tractor can power the baler, and it looks a lot better on the baler than the New Holland did. Even though it struggles uphill just as much. Tito gets pizza. Very nice. Because views. I guess that's a good reason. It's as good a reason as any. Ubisoft brought me back to the crew too, because they added the Alpha Quadrigalio. Why did the crew 2 add the Alpha Quadrigalio? What about Penberlan again? Is it... I've forgotten. Devon or something? Or Dorset or somewhere around that area. Hey, Spudman! Stop yawning! Oh god. Apparently I'm tired. Cornwall. I'm bad at memory things. I'm really bad at memory things. I actually got a message from Landy, just a heads up, I will not be able to stream today. So, no Landy stream today as it turns out. I was wondering, and I didn't check my phone, but he sent me a message 20 minutes ago saying, yeah, I'm not going to be able to stream. Well, I don't know why I'm yawning so much, and I apologize for it. I know it's incredibly rude. Come on, Baylor, you can do it. Or Fent. Use the power of the color green. Yay, Cornwall, you live in Newquay. Hello, Love H. Gonna be finishing up here in about 5 minutes time. Not enough coffee today. Apparently not. Yawning inside. Yes, it is. Oh my god, not again. 1060 is 6 gig of VRAM. 1050 Ti only has 4. Oh, apparently I was wrong about the VRAM thing from a while ago. Love H, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. Should do a stream in Welsh, Irish, Scottish, and Cornish. Considering I know none of those languages, to the point where I could stream using them. Not even Irish. What is the Baylor doing? Just 1060 over 1050 Ti. I mean, if the 1060 is more VRAM, then yeah, that's the obvious one to go for. I thought the 1050 Ti actually had more VRAM than 1060. There is a 6 gig 1060. See, I thought there was only a 3 gig. So yeah, the 1060 then is the better choice. But only if you get the 6 gig version. If you get the 3 gig version, 1050 Ti is the better choice. Come on, Baylor. Or Fent. Fent and Baylor. Right, let's get this four-wheel drive. Let's go! All power! Will I play multiplayer with Faggy and Sim? Probably not, because it's impossible to get the three of us in the same place at the same time. Spudman. Faggy and Sim both work, and I tend to sleep most of the day. So it's kind of difficult to get the three of us together at the same time to do anything. And I need to find a job, so it's going to make things a bit more difficult as well. So I think, despite the fact we don't have all the building done, we're not going to get it done in like 3 minutes time or even 5 or 10 minutes. I think we're going to leave this stream here. How did it work in 15? Fahy wasn't working, and I basically stopped streaming one day of the week so that we could record. That's how it worked in 15, is we had the ability to all come together at the same time in the same place. It's a lot more difficult now that time has moved on and circumstances have changed. I mean, that was 2 years ago. A lot changes in 2 years. But I think that is going to do it for today, guys. I'll be back tomorrow with literally something I haven't decided yet, and I probably won't decide until tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, hit the like button on your way out. Pedro does work, yes, apparently. If you did enjoy, hit the like button. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you next time, and until then, stay safe and goodbye.